It's almost past 7, so we shall commence our evening. Welcome to this evening of culture, art and heritage. We are thrilled to have all of you here at the Kala Utsava, the cultural program series of the 19th IUAES-WAU World Anthropology Congress 2023. Kala means heart and Utsava means festival. I, Sudeshna, and my co-host Sonuja will be leading you for the day and also for the upcoming series. Today's evening will showcase the rich cultural tapestry of India through an array of performances.
Today, we are immensely delighted to have with us Mugdha Sinha ma'am as our distinguished chief guest. She has been in the Indian Administrative Services for more than 24 years and is currently the Joint Secretary in Ministry of Culture, Government of India. We welcome you, ma'am. It is our great honor and privilege to have you here. Now, I would request our chief guest, head of the department, to proceed with lamp lighting. Ma'am, please.
To kickstart this journey, we have the Hansraj College Music Society Suranjali with us to perform an invocation song. That means lead us or guide us from ignorance to knowledge.
Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. शान्ति शान्ति असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति 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 ॐ शान्ति 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 ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति.
Thank you, Suranjali, for such a delightful performance. Moving forward, our next performance is Odissi. Odissi is a dance originated from Orissa, that is from eastern India. The rhythmic movements accompanied with the melody of the music will keep you enthralled. It is a traditional dance form which has a lot of intricate footworks. So please welcome the scholars of Center of Cultural Resources Training, Ministry of Culture, Government of India.
Bye.
Wow, that was an absolute visual treat. It has set the mood for this evening. Our next performance is bamboo dance from the state Mizoram in the northeast region of India. Also known as the Cherao dance, it is a traditional dance form that is of ritualistic significance that reveres their ancestors. Today, this performance is presented by the Delhi Mizo Zirlai Paul Cultural Troupe.
Thank you so much for such a wonderful performance. The beating tunes of bamboo and the footworks had us mesmerized completely. And now I would request our next performer. She is from Department of Anthropology and would be performing Indian contemporary dance. So this dance is a fusion of Indian semi-classical and modern movements. And now I present Sejal on the stage.
Thank you, Sejal, for this absolute delight. Our next performance is a semi-classical Indian dance form featuring a soundtrack that holds importance in revealing how belief systems and ways of life embody the divine in the form of Bor. known as Varaha Rupam. This dance will reflect glimpses of a theatrical portrait. Anushri and Harini, our students from the department, will be performing this act.
वराहरूपं देववरीशं वरस्मितवदनम् वज्रदन्तधर रक्षाकवचं शिवसम्भूत भुवि संजात नम्बिदवगिम्बु ಕೊಡುವವನೀತ ಸಾವಿರ ದೈವದ ಮನಸಂಪ್ರೀತ ಬೇಡುತ್ತ ನಿಂದೆವು ಆರಾಧಿಸುತ್ತ
Thank you for this lovely performance. Now, I would like our chief guest to share a few words with us about the program. Ma'am, please, welcome to the podium.
So namaskar and very good evening to everyone. I had absolutely no idea that this will be a commercial break for the people backstage. So I'll keep it exactly as that, a small break. But first of all, let me thank Professor Pachnayak and the entire team, all faculty and students of anthropology and everybody else who's helped to put this whole thing together, not just the Kala Utsav that we see here, but also the fact that this 19th World Anthropological Congress has come to India, I'm given to understand, after 45 years. So many, many congratulations. You had inaugural, I'm told, yesterday, some events also today, and I also take this opportunity to extend a very warm welcome to our delegates, international and national. Some of them I've just had a very brief interaction with, and absolutely delighted to be here as a student to learn more from everybody who's come here. this is a good opportunity because, I am here quite by serendipity, and lot of thanks and gratitude to Professor B.V. Sharma, who's recently joined as the director of the Anthropological Survey of India, which is an institution under the Ministry of Culture, which I happen to look after in my GLAM division. But also because Professor Sharma introduced me to Professor Patnaik, and then the ministry was able to become a part of this in a very small manner this time, but we hope to be more attentive and alert participants in times to come and maybe support this in a bigger way, because I understand that anthropology is not just academia, it's not just about writing papers. My first introduction to anthropology actually was in college. I'm a student of history honors and international relations later. But my first introduction to anthropology was when I was preparing for the civil service, and I was told, because that time you had two subjects, I was history honors, so history came naturally to me. Then one was scouting for other subjects, and I was given to understand by people that please take anthro, it's really doing well because it's a very high scoring, it's a high scoring subject. So that was my brief introduction to anthropology then. But as I've grown wiser with age and being in the profession, and also in the last 1 year, I think I've taught myself anthropology because I was looking after the Anthropological Survey of India, and I realized that anthropology is not just an academic discipline. It is a skill. It is an absolute essential skill, because the other side of anthropology, better known as ethnography, is actually being used without us knowing about it in corporate, in corporate cultures. It's almost like the human resource development, because when we talk of inclusion and diversity, then the whole concept of how the offices work is also changing. Intermarriages, how the culture of the homes are changing. With this whole new concept, and thinking I'm talking to the millennial and the Gen Z generation, which thinks totally differently than what we thought, say, about 40, 45 years back. But is somebody archiving this whole process of how the society is changing? Because one of the key concepts of anthropology is observation. This is very similar, observation and field work, asking questions, which makes your discipline, taking the best of both the worlds. The curiosity and observation from the science discipline, and also the ability to do field surveys and to write from the social science or the humanities discipline. So you are at the cusp. But the point is, are we being translational? Because the country and the world is plagued with so many problems where anthropology can actually help. As consumers and clients of government policies, how is the government making policies? Because I'm a policy person today, I write policies. For me, it becomes very important that I understand how this one-size-fit policy is absorbed, say in a state up north in India, and say a state down south, or maybe in an island nation, or say maybe in a tribal community. And what about the tribalism in offices, in politics, in universities? How is that getting documented? So in the last 1 year, because I felt I was very ignorant about the discipline, and I was handling an institution which has left a huge legacy, documented 52 volumes of the Peoples of India study, which has documented each and every tribal community in the country. But I think somewhere, and these are my own personal observations, and I'm very mindful of the time, so I'll be careful. So, my understanding of how the discipline has been understood in a very broad parlance, and I might be wrong because my exposure to the academia is limited in this discipline as of now. So my understanding is that when we talk of anthropology, we only think of tribes. We don't think of doing other things. The interdisciplinary approach, problem solving. Only this year in the budget there was an announcement about, government wanted to do something about the sickle cell anemia problem, and that was seen only as a health issue. So we jumped into the bandwagon and became proactive and said, hello, just don't do it with doctors, please also have the anthropologists come on board, because I was also reading this book by Gillian Tate recently, who's written this Anthrovision of how anthropology as a skill, and she's documented huge experience of the lockdown period and how in Sierra Leone, when you had this the COVID and pre-COVID experience, how she found that because of the culture of the tribal community being different in Sierra Leone, the Western-driven protocol for elimination and for following the COVID protocol did not work in that community because of their own inherent understanding of certain things. So I'm thankful actually, because I'm just a learner, as you see, because you'll also see some very inane curiosities arising from this conversation that I'm doing, loud thinking to my own self. But thank you very, very much. I'm deeply honored to be here, very humbled, and I came here today because I thought that I need to meet the people who contribute so much in the making of the nations in different and making of the world. Making changes in the way we look at things, because anthropology is exactly about perspectives. How do you see a certain thing? Also, I'm deeply intrigued because of this, our understanding of surveillance, privacy issues, open access. How is anthropology dealing with these issues? So I look forward to your deliberations. There is a small 2 sessions, one a panel and one a round table, that the ministry has very graciously become a part of, is sponsoring that. We will look forward to seeing you in those 2 deliberations, and very, very happy to be learning from them. I just hope that when you do conclude with all the 600 plus delegates who've come from different countries of the world and many more pan-India, I'm sure, you will also come up with a set of recommendations for what the government needs to do, because we deal with museums, we deal with libraries, we deal with archives, and I think the process, we are right now only focused on documenting the product. Let us also look at documenting the process of how we arrived, because when the posterity looks back at this period of time, then we should be able to archive both the product that came out, that emerged in this contemporary period, as well as the thought process, the philosophy behind why certain things happened or how we arrived at certain conclusions. And I think this is what anthropology is really, really good at doing. Once again, thank you, and such a fantastic performance, no? Today, this is such an aberration, me speaking and spoiling the show that we were all enjoying. But thank you to all the lovely performance, the singers and the dancers. I think fantastic. We'll just give them a big round of applause for doing such a lovely thing. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your kind words. And I would like to request our head of the department to honor ma'am.
I think all of you know by now how Madam Sinha feels for anthropology. Being in administrative service, her sensitivity to the discipline, a discipline which deals with marginality, which deals with other, which deals with humanity as a whole. And I'm extremely thankful to you, Madam, for taking out time from your busy schedule. I know how busy you are, and no words can express our gratitude and heartfelt thanks on behalf of IUAES Organizing Committee and World Anthropology Union. I extend on behalf of everybody our sincere thanks. Thank you.
We have now come to the final piece of our today's program, and we present you an Indian classical instrumental recital featuring a sitar and violin duet accompanied by tabla based on Rag Yaman and Rag Bhairavi. A rag is a melodious combination of 7 swaras. We have with us Raghav Chandra in violin, Garv Kumar in sitar, and Harshvardhan in tabla, and all are from Ramjas College. an amazing end to our program with beauty and grace. Now, I would like to request Avitoli ma'am, who had been guiding us throughout in this journey to conduct our program, to give the vote of thanks.
Okay, before I deliver a word of thanks, I would like to inform that we will be serving dinner. So please don't go home. Please stay back and have dinner with us. The lawn is beautiful. It's beautifully lit. But please bear with me because I need to really acknowledge and appreciate our artists and everyone involved in making this cultural evening a grand success. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling very good about it. I mean, it was great. I mean, don't you think? Yeah, see? Everyone agrees. So, I have a lot to thank, and every evening, perhaps you will be seeing my face again and again, but I promise I'm just getting started. All right, so first and foremost, we are really grateful, the organizing committee, all of us, we're very grateful that our honorable chief guest, we are very grateful for your gracious presence and the amazing, spectacular speech. And we are so humbled. We have been doing anthropology for many years. And your speech on anthropology, its implication, its importance in policy making. I mean, we were sitting there glued on the seat and I was, wow, we need this kind of motivation. And really, really thankful that you said what you said. And we have heard it, the message is clear, we have heard it. And we will all, everyone present here, all anthropologists, we will strive towards whatever you have mentioned. Thank you so much, ma'am. We're grateful. Well, conference chair, I mean, he's not, everyone knows him, whoever is here, but our conference chair, Professor S.M. Patnaik, he's also the head of department currently, at Department of Anthropology, University of Delhi. The thing is, he gave his heart and soul, strength, to each and every tiny detail of whatever you see today in the Congress, in this conference, even this cultural program, that it should be this, it should be that, very, very particular about details. And that is remarkable, sir. Thank you so much for leading us. One more thing about Patnaik, sir, is that when we conceptualize cultural evening, he wanted inclusivity, diversity. And I think these are important words which we should keep on, not only in the classrooms, but here we have displays, we have different variations, and we having this program is like celebrating variations, celebrating differences, because there's so much beauty and how things are totally different, but every aspect is so beautiful. So thank you, sir, for giving us your vision, for guiding us with that vision. Thank you. Well, I must thank these two wonderful research scholars from our department, Sudeshna and Sonuja. I would like them to come here. I want everyone to see them. How brilliant! This is Sudeshna, this is Sonuja. They are PhD scholars. Wow. Coincidentally, she is Patnaik's student. She is Manoj's student. Well, it was a coincidence or what, I don't know, but what I'm saying is these two, they worked really hard. For the last 2 months, they have, of course, as well as the participants, they even came on Saturdays and Sundays. When people are resting at home, they were in the department. They were even teaching the artists the whole choreography as well. She was very sick, Sudeshna, but then she covered her, mouth and nose, and she came dripping, and I'm like, you please take rest. I really want you to take rest, but then we really need her. So I am like, no, you can't fall sick. You cannot fall sick. That is very bad of me, but we really need them. So these two, they are the mastermind. They put every act together. They contacted every participant, every artist that you have seen today, and we have, exciting 2 more evenings coming up. So I will come to that. So thank you. I think they deserve a huge round of applause. All right, thank you so much. And one thing, I don't know whether you have noticed this or not, but whenever there is a performance, we see beautiful visuals in the background. Yeah, we have very good visual anthropology lab in the Department of Anthropology. Yeah, you do that. And we have creative team. I would like to name them wherever you are, please stand up because you deserve a lot. You deserve applause. Vikas Patel, Habiba, Anushri, Pranjali, Mudit, Ringango, Soumyanjali, Lakshya, Gaurav, wherever you are. Yes. See, they are here. Let them keep on coming. They put on all these visuals together. It's not. Yeah, we really appreciate it. You know, it's not just random videos. We asked all the participants to give us the concept note of their performance, and they read they studied the concept note, and they thought of the visuals according to the concept, the gist that was given. So I'm really excited that that's such a good show because it's the name of visual anthropology as well as Department of Anthropology. By the way, visual anthropology was also conceptualized, and the first person thing that you need to have visual anthropology in the department was Professor Patnaik. So it is vision that we are executing. Thank you so much for this. Well, and the artists, these are not just professionals or such, but if you look at the performance, they're very professional. There are students. It's exciting, right? There are students from Department of Anthropology, and there are grad students from Ramjas College. So we are very proud. Well, it's like we are bragging, and I kind of live streaming, and I should really control this, but I'm really happy, because if it's live streaming, I always like that. But the way we have performed is so talented. Now, I must say that this is the premium university in India, and I take pride in that. And everyone sitting here, whoever has been in the university, I'm sure you're very proud of that. We attract not only good students, we attract not only brilliant ones, but we also attract talented, amazing talented. So they are not only brilliant, they are like brilliant, not only in studies, but in cultural activities, so many extracurricular activities. And this is something which the university has been very supportive, not only in academics, but also in all these kind of activities. So thank you to all the artists. There are so many artists, I cannot name them, but then you have seen them. And if you cannot get enough of the performances, you can always go back to the live streaming in YouTube. Just search for IUAES 2023. All right, and the beautiful dance, Mizo bamboo dance, they are the Mizo Students Union in Delhi. So they're all students studying here in Delhi University as well as in other central universities. So thank you. Well, Ramjas College, this is the beautiful auditorium of Ramjas College, and as I've said, Ramjas College is one of the oldest colleges in Delhi, and we'd like to thank the principal, though she's not here. She was so kind. She gave us the permission to use this facility. The teacher in charge, where is he? Can you please stand? Yeah, he was he's a faculty here in Ramjas College, and he has been supporting us. He has been instrumental in organizing all these, and also the students and other teachers, and also the caretaker of Ramjas this in college auditorium. I don't know whether he's here or not. I thought he was a student, but he said he was a caretaker. Thank you so much for all this. And there is one person, not only for the cultural evening, but for the entire world, this conference, who has been like the driving force, like the dynamo, sitting in the office and making calls, because he's such a good human being with a good heart, that he has so many good people with good connections, because he's so good. He has good relationship with everybody, that everybody wants to help. Whom am I talking about? Professor Manoj Kumar Singh. Thank you so much. We are so blessed, and one thing that I learned from him is that he was talking about, it's about relationship. He has good relationship with everyone else, and everyone else wanted to pitch in when we started organizing this. So thank you so much, and that's a very valuable life lesson that we learn from you, as well as the students present here also learning from. They are all observing. They're all anthropologists, so they are observing. So thank you for being a very good example. Last but not the least, the delegates. Thank you. I know it's a very tiring day, a lot of walking inside the science faculty here and there, but you care to come here and witness our students performing. I know it's a very long word of thanks, but You know, we have to give credit where it's due. And one thing that is missing I don't know whether it's missing in academia or not, but I think we should have plenty of time to acknowledge one another, tell them how good they are, admire one another, appreciate their efforts. And this is exactly what I'm doing. That's why I'm taking. The dinner awaits outside, wherever, yes, there, that side. So please join us for dinner. All right, and thank you all so much. This has been amazing. Thank you.